Start by putting the battery on. Look at the battery and locate the electrical connectors. These will face down. Put the battery in the back of the camera, starting with it near the handle. Gently slide the battery down until you hear a click. To take the battery off, push the button on the top left of the battery compartment and slide the battery up and pull the battery out. On the side of the camera is a small door in the middle. This is where the SD card will go. Gently pull the door from the left side to access the SD card slots. Take your SD card and slide it into slot number 1 with the brass contacts facing the front of the camera. Push it in and close the door. On the top front left of the handle, you will see lines that will make up an arrow. Gently pull this out. Once it's all the way out, gently tilt the LCD screen to a comfortable angle. Now, on the other side of the camera where the grip is, push in the white button and slide down to the on position. Back on the other side of the camera, locate the menu, select, set, scroll wheel button. You will use these to navigate the menu options when we change the camera settings. The LCD screen is also a touchscreen, so you can use touch to select. In this tutorial, we will be using the buttons. Press the menu button and look into the LCD. You will see a list of options. Scroll down to System Mode. Now press Select. Next, scroll to Record Format and press Select. Here, you can select the video format you would like to record in. Scroll to your preference and press Select. Generally, we use 1080 59.9i. Now select Exit. Once back to the LCD, you can now see what settings you have. Press Menu and scroll to Other Function. Format should already be highlighted. Press Select. Pick which SD card you would like to format. Word of caution though, make sure you have removed your footage before you continue. Scroll to the SD card and press Select. Scroll to highlight Yes and press Select. You will be asked again, do you want to continue? Scroll and select Yes. Once done, press Select to exit. Now look in the LCD and you will see how much time you have to record. This will be different based on the size of the SD card and what you have your record format set to. This next step is not necessary, but if you want your video to have special timecode so you can keep track of things like the day 1, 2, 3 or the SD card 1, 2, 3, you can set your timecode to a specific number. Press the Select button, scroll down until Record Setup is highlighted, and press Select. Scroll down until TC Preset is highlighted and press Select. Here, you can now change the timecode to what you want. In this case, I will make it 1 hour, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and 0 frames. To do this, use the scroll wheel to change the number and press Select to change between the hour, minute, and frames. Once you're done, scroll to the right until you highlight Exit and press Select. You will get a notification screen and then it will go back to the display. If you look at the top left, you will see a new timecode. Now you are ready to record with the correct settings and a clean SD card. To play back any video you recorded, press the thumbnail button located on the top of the handle. Use the scroll wheel and push Select once you've picked your clip you wish to play. Press the thumbnail button to get back to recording. You will want to use the camera in manual mode so that your exposure, focus, and color balance are correct. Not all cameras are good in auto. First, make sure the switch is in manual. Next, Look in the viewfinder and you will see a number in dB, STD, or F and a number, or in some cases open. If it is an STD, push the iris button to change the setting. Once you have the iris in manual, you will see an F and a number or open. You can now move the iris ring, which is the ring closest to the camera body, up or down to open or close the iris to get the correct exposure. To get the proper focus, you will use the ring to the front of the lens. When recording a person, you will want to focus on their eyes. If it's an object, pick something that is defining. Always zoom in as far as you can so that you can get the best focus. Focusing on a wide shot will not get you the best focus. Our cameras have a focus assist button. After you zoom in all the way, push the focus assist button and your shot will zoom in even more, allowing you to really fine-tune your focus. Once you are done, make sure you turn off focus assist. You will know you have turned it off when you see the on-screen display again. Zoom back out to get your framing you want. Always do a manual white balance. While looking at the LCD, push the white balance button to get out of ATW. Once you see something other than ATW, use the scroll wheel and look for either ACH or BCH. Once you are on ACH or BCH, place a white card in front of your shot where you will be shooting. Zoom in so that the white card fills as much as possible of the frame. You may want to open or close your iris a bit to get the proper exposure. Now press and hold the white balance button until the LCD screen goes black. You will then see a confirmation window saying WB set OK. Make sure to reframe your shot and fix your iris if needed. Lastly, look at the LCD screen. If you see ASHTR, then you will need to change your shutter speed. To do this, press the shutter button and you will see 1/ and a number. You will want to scroll to set this to 1/120th or 1/180th. Anything slower will cause your motion to blur. Anything faster will make your motion crisper, which is used more for sports. The higher shutter will require more light. To plug in the XLR into the mic and the camera, make sure to line up the pins with the cable. Push in the cable and make sure it is tight. To remove the cable, push in the button and pull on the connector and the microphone to separate. On the side of the camera, there's a clear door. Gently pull the door open from the right side. Depending on which input you are using, switch to mic. Depending on the type of microphone you're using, you may or may not need 48 volts. In this example, with our handheld microphones, we need just mic. On channel 2, make sure you select input 2. Now plug in the male side of the XLR into channel 2. Make sure the connector is all the way in. To remove the XLR, push the tab next to the connector and pull the XLR out. You will want to use headphones to monitor your audio. Take the headphone connector and plug it into the headphone jack located on the side of the camera under the Audio 2 input. Gently lift up the door where the headphone symbol is. Now, make sure you are in the manual mode for audio control. Press the menu button, scroll until you see Audio Setup and press Select. Audio level channel 1 and channel 2 should be in manual. If not, scroll to the channel and press Select. Scroll to manual and press Select. Scroll to exit and press Select. While using the audio dial for channel 2, which is the external microphone, you can adjust the level. Looking in the LCD, you will see a bar and dots on the bottom of the viewfinder. This shows you the audio level for each of your channels. First, look at channel 2 and adjust the level using the dial. Adjust the level so that the audio is peaking just past the vertical line, which indicates good audio levels. Do the same thing for channel 1, which is the on-camera microphone. To adjust the volume of the headset, press select until you see volume, then press select. Volume level will appear on the screen. Use the scroll wheel to raise or lower the volume. When done, press select and you will be taken back to the LCD screen. If you use the AG AC30 camera, you will notice that the camera is half the size of the other cameras we use. If you plan to shoot on a shoulder, you will need a shoulder rig to help you keep your camera shot stable. First, loosen the lock. Slide the plate back while pressing the red pin in. If you don't press the red pin in, the plate will not slide out. To put the camera plate on the camera, locate the front of the plate, indicated by an arrow showing where the lens should be. Place the brass pin in the front hole on the bottom of the camera. Screw the bolt in the second hole. Use a coin or the side of a key to make sure the bolt is tightened. Make sure the lock is loose and slide the camera plate on from the back to the front while holding the red pin in. Once the plate is on and in the location you think you want, tighten up the lock. To use the shoulder rig, firmly grasp the front handle and place the curved end on your shoulder. Get a feel for how the camera is on the rig and how close it is to your face. You may need to slide the camera plate forward or back to adjust how close the camera is to your face. If you will be using the eyepiece, you will want to slide the camera plate closer to your face. If you're going to be using the LCD screen, you can slide the plate forward. If for some reason you need the camera plate closer or further and there's not enough slide on the camera plate, you may need to take the camera plate mount off and move it to another mounting point. On the bottom of the rig is a screw handle. Unscrew it and remove the mount. Pick a new hole based on where you need the plate to be. Insert the screw and make sure to use the back middle hole on the mount to screw it onto. Make sure the screw is nice and tight. Now you're ready to shoot handheld. Now you are ready to record your shoot. Once you are done, make sure to turn off the camera. On the AG AC30 camera, make sure you tilt the LCD screen flat and gently push the LCD screen back into the handle. Properly disconnect the XLR, remove the tripod plate, and leave it with the tripod. Collapse the tripod legs and fold it in along with the arm. Neatly put away all the equipment in the bag. Don't forget to remove the SD card and transfer all the contents of the SD card to your computer or external hard drive so that you can edit the video later. Put the SD card back into the camera and return the equipment to the loan room.